Blocksters, welcome to the Blockchain Hustler, a show where we talk to the leading founders, creators, celebrities, and disruptors who are hustling in Web3. Today's guest is Keith McCurdy, also known as Bang Bang, named by Vogue as the most famous tattoo artist in the world. Bang is credited for creating some of the most iconic tattoos for the biggest celebrities, including Rihanna, Justin Bieber, and LeBron James. He is a self-taught artist and the owner and operator of Bang Bang Tattoo, New York City's most followed business on social media. Bang has been an instrumental figure in changing the stigma of tattoos and bridging the gap between fashion and tattooing. And now he is using technology to revolutionize the tattoo industry with his Magic Ink tattoo, which has recently been sold as a one-of-one NFT for 100 ETH, making it the most expensive tattoo ever. Bang, thank you so much for joining us on the Blockchain Hustler today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here.
It's an honor to speak with you. Like I told you, I'm a huge fan. I've been following your work for so long, so it's really, really nice to connect. So excited to talk to you all about this NFT. Magic Ink, oh my gosh, it's like something out of a movie. I don't even know, like it's the world's first rewritable and reprogrammable tattoo. Tell me how a Magic Ink tattoo works and just the technology behind it.
Well, first, thank you again for that intro. And I'm a fan of yours as well. So afterwards, we'll talk tattoos.
Yeah.
Magic Ink is really something that I didn't invent. A team of scientists at the University of Colorado in Boulder worked on it for several years, and they were they were essentially trying to solve this issue of that, humans, we can't see dangerous UV light. And so it came from this, inspired from this place of like wanting to help people keep them safe, as skin cancer is the leading cause of preventable cancer. It's 5 million cases in the US a year. And so when I learned about this, I as an artist, I kind of realized, oh, this is a really interesting thought, but if it went a little further, we could do something and create a variable in tattooing that's never existed before. And so in this way, what they've done is created a encapsulated kind of like UV dosimeter. And so what that really means is it's a dye that reacts to UV, and it's in a biosafe capsule, like the kind of plastic that a plastic heart would be made out of. There's millions of nanoparticles. And so in this way, they were able to create something where we can tattoo this on you, and then you can change the image inside skin over and over and over, 100 times a day if you want, painlessly, instantly, using light to turn it on, turn it off. And it really looks like magic. And so when I found this, the name just kind of came out organically, and Magic Ink has kind of stuck.
Wow, that's super fascinating. And yeah, like you said, it was a team of scientists who originally laid the groundwork for these tech tattoos, as you can call them. Can you tell me like how you connected with this technology, and like what is SkinTech?
Sure. So it's really it's a process of the nano encapsulation. So this nanotechnology, and using that to encapsulate nanoparticles that are safe for the body. And so we're working on several other things. The Magic Ink's kind of the fun one. So the ability to change images in your skin is really fun and exciting as an artist and as a fan of tattoos. But kind of like the other things that our company's working on, for example, pigments that can have other abilities that live under your skin. So this is kind of just one of the things. And so the technology is really just using nanotechnology and nanoparticles to encapsulate things safely that can stay inside your skin. And we really believe the bridge between technology and biology happens in skin. Humans kind of like all over the world throughout history have always been putting nanoparticles in their skin. Like every culture we've ever witnessed throughout history, as far as we can see it, have tattooed. And so now with kind of like, it's 2022, and our inks have not changed since the dawn of tattooing. So using new technologies, nanotechnologies, microencapsulation, we can encapsulate lots of different things. And so Magic Ink is kind of the first thing we're sharing and showing, but we're working on giving your skin other abilities as well.
Right. Okay. So how is Magic Ink? It's fully redefining the tattoo industry, like you said. How is it doing that, and also just bridging the gap between tattoos and technology?
I think that the in the future we really want to be able to examine things like our health and our kind of biomarkers in our body. And so there's lots of companies around the world working on implantables. I personally don't think people are going to line up to implant things. It's not in our culture. It's a little taboo for us. Maybe in the far future they will. But I think that first bridge happens in skin, because once your tattoos can give you new abilities, things like, bioreaders or feedback about what's going on in your body, I think that's going to be the very first bridge. So that's kind of the things we're working on.
Incredible. And I love how you've taken this into the Web3 space. You sold a one-of-one NFT, which entitles the owner to the very first Magic Ink tattoo, which sold at auction for 100 ETH, making it the most expensive tattoo ever sold, which is incredible. Why was it important for you to sell this as an NFT? How did you get the idea?
I think we just realized that NFTs with utility have incredible value, and kind of a historical value that's just starting. And so the belief that this technology is going to kind of start a new era of tattooing and like ability of skin. The owner of that very first one is credited with kind of being the person to help us bring it from the lab to the world. It takes it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of money from a lot of people to get this thing where it needs to be so we can ship it around the world. And that's kind of what we're working on today. But that person really gets that credit, and I have to give them all the credit. I haven't made the tattoo yet, so I'm excited to do it. But it really is kind of a marker in history for change in tattooing, which is just as old as culture is.
Incredible. And how do you make the tattoo? Like, can you tell me the details of what the NFT entitles to the owner? Obviously, with Magic Ink, they can change the tattoo around as much as they want. How does that work for the person who owns the NFT now?
Sure. So they'll get the first consumer tattoo. They will get number one. So the first Magic Ink tattoo in the world. And so, I'd say some of it's bragging rights, I would imagine,
Yeah.
but also it came with a visual piece of art of the Bang logo. And I've actually never made tangible art before. I guess even digital art. I've never art other than a tattoo through my career.
Right.
So I think there's an interest as me as an artist making something that's that exists beyond tattoos, because all my work one day will fade away. So I think there's a little bit of interest there.
Wow, that's an incredible way to look at it. What was your reaction to the sale of the NFT? Did it sell out pretty quickly? Obviously, this was like first of its kind.
Yeah, it was up for 3 days, and I think on the end of the second day, we set it pretty high because we kind of needed to fund it. We really have to fund
Right.
to get it into process. So I had my fingers crossed, but I think we all were really confident we would sell.
Yeah. Wow, incredible. Congratulations on that. That's so amazing. And obviously, talking to you, you're so at the forefront of tattooing. Can you tell me, just in your opinion, like, what are your predictions for the future of tattoos and NFT technology?
Wow. So the future of tattoos is bright. Anything you could think of that you would want your skin to do in the future, it will. So if you can imagine it, we're probably working on it.
Yeah.
So it's exciting for me as an artist and as a kind of one of the leaders of my industry to take it kind of like out of the taboo and into something that can really help people. That makes me feel very committed to the task. So I'm motivated. And then as far as NFT technology, I really think I'm one of those believers that everything will want a proof point, and everything will live on the blockchain, and everything matters digitally. In many cases, more so than physically. Our presence digitally is so much wider than our presence in the room. And so the way we identify ourselves digitally becomes so much more important culturally. So I think that I'm kind of a forward-loving Web3 fan, NFTs and all things that will take us more digital into our digital identity. I work in in an area where, you know, self-identity matters so much to everyone I know, right? We cover tattoos, and that's what we're passionate about. And so it's kind of, there's such an overlap there. How do I identify myself, or who am I, and what do I want to share and show the world that I'm interested in? And how do, I think that NFTs are a really important part of this.
So true. Even thinking about things like the metaverse or tattooing your avatar, like that could be something in the future. Have you thought of anything like that, and how tattoos could transition over into the metaverse one day?
Yeah, I mean, we already work on it. We have lots of conversations about this. For me, I love the real world utility and the overlap of the digital utility. So when we're at a place where I think that from the user experience, from the consumer, if it doesn't make getting tattooed more difficult, or there aren't any roadblocks between it, I would like everyone who's tattooed here to have a digital proof point or a digital identity to what they've done, or what they've gotten done, or how they want to share it. So I'm interested in it, and I think it's something we're working on doing well. We have kind of never in a rush. Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Wow, I'm excited to see what you come up with. And just as far as your plans to roll out the Magic Ink tattoos in 2023, what can you tell me about that? And what kind of interest have you been receiving from clients, celebrities, just anyone who has seen what you've done with the Magic Ink tattoo NFT?
Yeah, so I'll tell you, people stop me on the street, and that's all they talk about. And
oh my God.
Yeah, and they're asking our artists and people who know me, my neighbors, friends of my kids are you know, like, so the interest has been really amazing. I think people hear this idea of a rewritable tattoo, and it's not very clear what that is. And I get it. It's a little confusing because it doesn't exist until now. So it's been well received. And then the people that I've shown, the name makes sense, because it is like a magic trick. It's just fantastic. It blew my mind as a tattoo artist, and I'm not easily impressed. I've tattooed a long time.
Yeah,
so,
totally.
like, something in skin that's different than I've ever seen before. It made me completely change my career and focus on this. So
yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so incredible. Well, Bang, it's been such a pleasure. Thank you so much for taking the time. Congratulations on your NFT and all the things coming up with Magic Ink. I can't wait to see what you have coming up next. I really appreciate you joining us on the Blockchain Hustler today.
Thank you so much for having me. It means the world.